Today, we gather to bid farewell to a giant woman, a definition of Imbowoto, an epitome of Uba Mama and being a mother. Mama Makumalo, you were a mother to all of us. We were never weaned from your breast of kindness. You supported our party through thick and thin. You never wavered. When we needed anything, Umtala Utiti would always say, Ngizacela uMakhumalo. And as a mother, you gave not out of abundance, but out of a heart that loves. Inkomo zako mama ziphelile, supporting Zapu. Inkomo zako ziphelile, bearing stalwarts of the liberation struggle that the government chose to ignore. You set a very good example of being both a mother and a wife. As a good mother, you loved us all, welcomed us all. You made your home our home. As a wife, you supported Ubaba from the day your love blossomed in Zambia. When Konjene asked you, if I had time, I was going to tell you how they met in Zambia. You loved your do, Usega no, from the day, and from that day you stood with him to the end. When there were bombings in Zambia, you stood with him. When others sold their husbands out to save their lives and the lives of those of their children, you stood with him. During Kukura Wondi, when Ubaba was persecuted by ZANU, you stood with him. When asked to convince him to join ZANU in exchange for freedom, you stood with him. When they attempted to take your farm, you stood with him. You were tortured by both the colonialist and the ZANU liberator, but Mama, you stood resolute. Mama, you defied odds. You were being a Kumalo with a striking balance of being calm and feisty. We bambenge Monyamazana, Waibambanje Monandi, Waibambanje Roskei, Waibambanje Mokabani. As a wife of a minister, you carried yourself with dignity. Ubuntu Ganesizota. You never, not even one day, appeared on TV or anywhere, for that matter, flexing borrowed muscles of your husband, or telling anyone, unopenga, you were a mother with grace. You were being Mrs. T. You were being Mrs. T with grace. You fitted perfectly in the circle of wives of nationalists like Umama Mafuya Naganyomolo, Umama Matube Gatafi, Umama Mamkanja Gafindo, Umam Trika, Umama Ruth Chinamano, and many other women. You shelved the grief of losing your own mother and you focused on supporting Ubaba when he was sick. Even in death, when the state wanted to take over Ubaba's funeral on account that he has been declared a national hero, you stood your ground and you told them to their faces that declaring Titi a hero is not a favor from government, because Titi is a hero, declared or not. You jealously cutted the corpse of your husband when Valters wanted to capitalize on his death. When asked to speak, all you say, the White City, you remember, all you say is Z. It is that Z that brings us here and gives us a Zabu confidence to speak. But as we speak, we wonder how Soldier Love and Makura Charumbira were liberation heroes and you are not. Then again, we remember that Nkare gave Mama Ulesabe the same status of a status funeral that you have been given. We know that this does not bother you. And you have we wonder why we must only applaud government for supporting your funeral and not ask them questions in life. Again, we know what you wanted us to do, and you will do it. As I look at your body today and realize, Mama, I'm very afraid. Afraid when you are fed up with this government. Afraid of what will happen the day we decide we can't leave the country to be less AIDS anymore and you want our country back. I'm afraid, Mama, of what will happen when the elections are rigged and we decide enough is enough. Afraid of what will happen the day we decide that we can't be vendors anymore. Pela Mama, these old men have squandered and stolen our future. But Statila Gonke, including my girlfriend, we can't keep quiet. We can't keep quiet anymore. Women is still on about Dala. Our time has come. As you embrace Titi, whisper to him that Obama Fuyana is not contesting to be president, and that the boy you love so much, Uchamisa, insisted that this year we come as citizens, now one, and we couldn't close shop. She said again, Mama, we have no presidential candidate, and yet we have to tell the people what to choose amongst the 11. Give us a sign, and we will choose. As you take your seat amongst the Kumalos, whisper to Amachobana, that inkosi zintathu lo khulumende akafuna ukuzwa ngobukhosi bamaNdebele kodwa umambo uyaqolotsha ezweni labokhokho. As you sit amongst great ZAPU stalwarts, tell uMankonjela ukuthi lo nyaka iZAPU definitely we will do our best to win something. We are going back to basics. We are taking our local government issues seriously. Tell them that when we ask for a voter's roll, all you are told is beautiful nonsense in impeccable English. Kodwa voters roll ayikho. Itholakala sitoti ngathi isikwelete sembandi. Lalo uphumule mntana enkosi, lala uphumule mntuma, kulazomnyama, lobhekula kamzilikazi, umzilikazi kaMachobana, ichoba nengangoyise, zikonde kamkhatho, ukhatho lezinto ezinyawo nezikuthaza inyana, ukhatho wazimangele, nyama yempilo kazimangele, mabaso abasentabeni kwahlilanga la Jona, mtunga elihle, mtunga eluhlaza, mtunga elihle, mtunga elincwaba, ndlove umuntu, ndlove emacocombela, mntana enkosi.